Welcome to another edition of Lean Bites. Hey, thanks for joining me today. My name is Paul Dean. In today's edition of Lean Bites, we're going to look at a principle that's only recently been phrased called psychological safety, and in particular, how a GEMBA walk can help create this. Now, psychological safety is such a powerful principle that when done well, will make a shift in your improvement culture. Now, many of us prioritise physical safety, particularly when it relates to risk. But what about psychological safety? Now, psychological safety is about a safe, caring environment where team members are empowered to raise quality and performance concerns and contribute to improvement ideas by having a voice without the fear of speaking up. Now, over the last few years, there's been plenty written about psychological safety, and in particular, its connection with an improvement culture. But it's been around for many years. Toyota developed years ago an environment that allowed frontline team members who were given the responsibility for quality within their work area to raise the alarm when quality wasn't within the expected standard. This is evident with the Toyota Andon cord. This is an example of psychological safe environment. A GEMBA walk is a tactical go-see by a leader to the place where things happen, or the GEMBA, where leaders go to the frontline areas where things happen, see for themselves in order to ask, listen and learn. Toyota have embedded this principle at the core of everything they do, which has enabled them to create strong, psychologically safe environments. And when you combine the two, it is super powerful. Now, I've developed 5 points over the last few years through deploying the GEMBA walk that will put you in the right path to create this psychological safe environment. Number one, go and respect. Now, respect can be defined as consideration for the feelings, wishes, or rights of others. When you're entering their world, it's so very important that we respect everyone in all our interactions. Everything we do on the GEMBA walk must be geared to empowering and nurturing those at the front line. And it speaks volumes when we show respect entering the world of the team member. Number two, go and see. Now, we're all increasingly busier in our jobs. It's critically more important than ever that we prioritise going to the GEMBA. This is a purpose-driven action. There's no other way to undertake a GEMBA walk but to go. Go and see what's happening rather than making assumptions or reacting to hearsay. It's a go and see, not a go and tell. It's a truly powerful statement when we go visit the work area of our team members, and by making observations, we can gain so much more information. Number three, go and ask. We ask questions to obtain knowledge and to learn. Our questions need to come from a position of humility, never a position of authority, allowing the team members to teach us. And when we ask, we're inviting the team members to provide their own opinion. Encourage them to use the facts obtained from their observations and study of their evidence that they've gathered. Number four, go and listen. It's super important that we are quick to listen and slow to speak. By listening intently, we give the respect and importance to what they're saying. This allows them to build their voice, and it's difficult for them to have a voice if we don't listen. Listen carefully to their responses and ask clarifying questions to indicate that we've actually been listening. And just don't listen, but show that you're listening. Use your body language to align with your conversation. And by listening well, we create that safe environment where fear is reduced. And finally, 5, go and build. Be a leader who builds your frontline team members. When they have a problem, promptly support them with going to the GEMBA. Create a simple mechanism for the frontline team members to capture countermeasures that they've identified. Allow them to do this in a timely fashion whilst working at their workstations. And don't only capture countermeasures, but encourage them to think about ideas and to raise these improvement ideas without the fear of being judged or shut down. When they capture the ideas, if they spend time conceptualizing the idea, we should honour the ideas by capturing them, tracking them, and provide feedback on the validity of the idea. Don't leave them hanging. Not all ideas will progress, but that's okay. If the idea doesn't progress, ensure your people know why. I truly believe by following these tips, you'll quickly find that your team members will develop a voice, which will lead to a shift in your improvement culture. I hope this has been very helpful. And before I let you go, I'm going to leave you with a quote from one of the world's most respected authorities in the GEMBA WALK, John Shook. Helping people create more value on their own represents one of the most highest forms of respect. Thanks for joining me on this edition of Lean Bites.